Do you dream of starting a nonprofit but have no idea where to start? In the next 5 minutes, I'm going to break down the 3 questions you should ask yourself before you start a nonprofit if you want that nonprofit to be successful. Hey, I'm Dan Johnson. I've helped over 30 business owners and entrepreneurs launch their dream nonprofit and raised over $3 million for early stage nonprofits. And what I see a lot of early stage founders doing is when they think about starting their nonprofit, they're asking themselves, what paperwork do I need? What is my structure? What is my board? What is my fundraising plan? And these are all really important questions to ask before you start a nonprofit. However, they ignore the first 3 questions that you should ask. See, what is going to get your nonprofit off the ground initially is not your board, it's not your fundraising plan, is not your nonprofit structure. It's your ability to communicate what you do. In order to successfully communicate what you do in a way that somebody will raise their hand and say, yes, I want to give you money. Yes, I want to donate my time. You need to have these 3 elements. The first is your pressing problem. While you have a problem or a couple problems in your mind that you want to solve, you need to pick what is the main or what is the most important problem, and more importantly, why do people need to solve it now? See, people have endless opportunities of where to put their time and where to put their money. And if you're going to convince them to put their time and their money into your nonprofit, you need to not only be able to communicate what you're doing, you need to be able to communicate why that problem needs to be solved now. Why is it getting worse? Why are there so many people affected? Why is there no other solution out there? Why does that problem need to be solved right now? Second is you need your transformational vision. You have an idea of who you want to help, but you need an idea of what happens once you help them. What impact do you make on their life, and how is their life better? Specifically, you want a word or a couple words to describe who they are now after you help them. Now, for something like homelessness, this is easy. If you are helping someone who's homeless, the way you identify them might be they are now housed. But for other categories, it's a little bit more challenging. If you're helping firefighters who struggle with confidence, then what are they after you help them? Are they brave? Are they courageous? Think about what is the transformation in the person that you're helping. And second, how does this transformation benefit them? If people who were homeless now have permanent housing and they're now housed, how does that benefit them? Now they have maybe a place where they can go get a job. Now they have a roof over their head so they can sleep better at night, so they can think better, so they can go through school. What are the top 3 benefits to the people that you serve? And third is, what is your unique approach to this problem? You are, odds are, not the first nonprofit to attempt to solve this problem. And perhaps most importantly, you're not the first nonprofit to attempt to solve this problem and fail. So you need to be able to explain to others why your approach to solving this problem is different than other nonprofits they know of, may have given to, or might have been interested in. You need 2 things for this. Number 1, you need your approach. Ideally, it's 1 to 3 steps that take someone from where they are now to where you want to be and what you've defined them as. And you need to be able to define why this approach is different than other nonprofits that have tackled this problem. Maybe it's because of your location. There's nobody who's served in this area. Maybe it's because of a new technology that has emerged. What is the reason why your approach will work when others have not? Once you answer these 3 questions, you will start to see people light up. They'll understand what you're trying to do, and you've taken your nonprofit from an idea to a concept. And concepts are a lot easier for people to raise their hand and say, yeah, I'm in. This sounds like something I want to support. If you want my document with examples of these for other nonprofits and a step-by-step framework that walks you through how to answer these 3 questions, just drop me below this video and I'll make sure you get it. Until next time, this is Dan, your nonprofit mentor, signing off.